quarter mile, turn left onto Three Top Road.
It might be. That might be the Three Tops that we're looking at. I think it is. So you can see those peaks right up there. I think is the target for the day.
Turn left onto Three Top Road.
First thought it might be that peak right up there, because that's sick. That is a cool looking peak up there. But I don't think it's that one. I think it's these three right there, which are awesome looking. Anyway, that's where we're going to try to go. I think I see her where we're trying to hike to. It's the top of that hill. What an awesome looking summit. My goodness, I hope we can make it up there. Crazy. About another half mile to the trailhead. I'm gonna follow this deer to the trailhead. Deer, have you seen it? Excuse me, have you seen the trailhead, you guys? Know if the trailhead is continue on straight here, or yeah, and not anything. All right, well, carry on. See you later. All right, we're nearing a mile. We're about 0.85 into the hike. We've come up through there, climbing and climbing, doing some switchbacks, but turning around, and I think I see a nice closer view of where we're going. It's that incredible looking peak right there. There's, of course, Three Tops. Blah, duh, scud, I don't know, this trail takes you out at one of them. I think it's the middle one. And then if you're a game, you have to sort of bushwhack your way through the ridge line to get to the other two, or the other one, or whatever's up there. But we'll see. But that looks like one top right there. That's a top. It's a top of something. I'm calling that top number 1. This here looks to be the top of another thing. So that's going to have to be top 2. So somewhere maybe back over here, I can't see for the trees, is the third top. That's the name. But that is.
My struggles.
Pretty steep trail, section of trail. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate it as sucks.
I wanted to go with 10, but I was afraid it would get worse.
Decent point. Something I found in our hiking, all the hiking we've done here in the past couple of years. I don't know that this is empirically true, but I think it certainly has proven true to us that maybe every time that you're doing a summit hike to a mountaintop, most of the way there is uphill.
You gotta know I love hiking. When it's hikes like this that make you breathe like this, oh my gosh, it's a kick rear end kind of hike, but it'll be worth it.
All right, we're on the summit of the middle peak of Three Top Mountain, and it's absolutely incredible. It's tough to describe these places anymore. A little over a 2-mile hike, after about a 1 hour, 15-minute drive to just a 360-degree view of everything. I mean, of the hundreds of square miles. That's the one of the peaks of Three Top Mountain. That's the sort of southwestern peak. I don't know if we'll get over there to that thing today or not. That's looking almost due south. Swinging around towards the east. You see the rocky ridge line that goes to the third peak, the easterly peak of Three Top Mountain. And you see Mary Beth scrambling away. Scrambling, Mary! Scramble! And continuing on North Carolina back towards Virginia and back towards the north. Okay, we came off the middle summit of Three Top Mountain and found this little path that breaks away to the left that takes you, I hope, takes you to the summit to the west, the western summit, which is the one that we saw as we were coming up. We'd look back and see. It was incredible looking. So we're hoping this leads on this ridge line, just sort of, if we don't have this path or lose it, we'll hug the top of the ridge. See if we can scramble over to the top of that thing up there. Really, the only one that has to work at this and keeping up with things is Mary Beth. If she can do a decent job of route finding, then my responsibility is simply to follow her, which I can do.
We might be in trouble.
I can do that.
Look how pretty. Oh my gosh.
So far, it's a trail, faint trail, but it's a trail. You can follow it. But again, as I say, as long as you sort of stick to the top of the ridge line, you can't go too far astray. Maybe, sort of. Better stop and wait for my wife. Anyway, we'll scramble along here, see if we can find this thing, get to this thing. All right, that's the destination. So a little bit longer to go, but we see where we're going, trying to get to, and just continuing little, not really a bushwhack, there's a trail here, just a little gnarly. It ain't bad, it's something, and just stay on the ridge line here at the Three Top Mountain.
You're getting the ridge line, which is good.
do you think, honey?
Whew.
You getting there, babe? Maybe, possibly. You want a break?
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna let you take us home, Ayers.
No, you go ahead, baby.
Nope. Please. After you. I don't know that we're close to home, but I think getting there is not too much in doubt now.
Oh my gosh.
You got it, oh my gosh, that's a good sign.
Oh, shoot. Oh, thank you, breath away.
Perspective, and it's an incredible summit. So just being on the summit is pretty fantastic. We ain't there yet. We gotta go up through that. Mary, we gotta go up through that.
There's some gnarliness
Mary,
there.
can you go up through some of that for us,
Yes.
please? Some of
Doing
that,
it.
go down in there and go up through in there and go
Yeah.
maybe turn, go this way and that way, and then once you're up there, then that'll be it.
Get down and crawl a little
We'll
bit.
check back with you if we can manage to get up there. And we made it. Rich traverse to the tallest summit. There she is. On the tallest summit of Three Top Mountain, I think. Say hi, Mares.
Check it out.
It's the last little bit of rock scramble traverse to the, well, I guess is the end of the rocks out here before it starts down. This could be the coolest. I say it maybe every time. This could be the coolest spot I've ever been. Hi, Mares! It's not really narrow, super narrow up here. I mean, it's, yeah, you die if you fall off that way. You die if you fall off that way. But it's, you know, it's pretty wide enough to walk. Just gotta pay attention to where you put your feet. And check this out. What a picnic area this is. Crazy. job, sweetie. Good job. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Ah, yes.
A place to linger. Well, this three-top mountain hike, a hike to the top of this place, you'll find several places that you truly want to linger. Time to go home. And then coming on around here, you can see in the distance is the Bridger Mountains with Allison Gap Range that drops down onto Surly Gap with Pittston Knob and Rainbow Knob. And then it drifts off and continues on the whole mountain range down into Tennessee through the Beartooth Mountains and the Ranger Rim Mountains. I can point these out for you. That's Brimington Knob. It's a real top, one of the taller peaks in this mountain range, the Amphibolite Mountain Range. Brimington Knob, and it goes on down the ridgeline into Macon South, Macon North, or over there. And then it drops into Lincoln Gorge that you can see, Lincoln Gorge that runs all down between. Boy, in the distance you can see those incredible, I mean, how can you not recognize those incredible mountains, incredible peaks, and in the very distance, that range that you can see the silhouette of, that you normally can't ever see, but today is so clear. The sun might be washing it out. But anyway, those I'm quite sure that middle peak is Grayson McDaniel's Peak, as it drops off to the right into Beartooth, Wolf Mountain, Simeon Ridge that drops off into the lower gap of Musama Valley many times. But here closer to where we're at, more prominently, that right mountain peak there is the Fanatical Ridgeline, they call it, and I think that's appropriate name for it. It's something else. And then it's got Eagle Claw Ridge, Eagle Claw Knob, right to the right side, drops into the Devil's Horseshoe. And through the Devil's Horseshoe, you can clearly see the Mammoth Mountain Peak range through there. The Mammoth Mountain, of course, is in the middle. And then, as you can see, the drop off to the left down to the mountains of Craggy Dome, Craggy West, Craggy East, Craggy South, Craggy North, Craggy Small Town, Craggy Large Town, Craggy Development Area, and then down to the gorge of Whinstone Ridge. That's over there. Work your way around back towards the east. You have the Range Rover Mountains, the Fitterel Mountains, Cherokee National Forest borders the Piscataway Mountains that are over in the distance there, and then of course you wind on around into the Shenandoah Valley, the Pristone Range, the Pristone Mountain Peak is right there, up into the Watertown Range. The Watertown Knob is right there. You can see the towers on it, and then it circles on around back to Mount Rogers. And you know, really, since the only people that watch these videos are going to be our kids and grandkids and ourselves, you know, why not just act like you know the names of everything? That's what you know.